I don't know how many attempts I've tried at this so far at getting this recorded, just because like I'm having like ridiculous emotional moment thinking about all this over again. Um, and also, I went out drinking last night because it was my birthday yesterday. Yeah, oh yeah, today, March the 26th, 2016. I am here in Kotoku, area of Tokyo. Much more chill than a lot of the other places that I've been in Tokyo. Well, actually, no, Tamachi, I think that was more chill than this, but completely different, like, social dynamic going on around here. Um, but yeah, this thing, met this chick in Koenji, and she said, yeah, if you go drinking, always get one of these because it will help. And yeah, last time it worked wonders, so bottoms up to this time. Mm. But anyway, like there's just been a whole bunch of crazy shit on my mind over these past few days. Um, like one, just the amazingness of this trip, all the things that just happen to fall together at the right time, all the people that I've been so fucking fortunate to meet, and just the experiences that resulted of that. And then like just trying to distance myself from the bullshit that I know that I have to go back home to. Like at this point, I just stopped like taking phone calls from the contractor, and I just stopped dealing with this landlord because they called me the other day to tell me, oh, we're not going to replace the stove or anything anymore. We're going to try and clean it and see if it works, and then you're just going to have to be stuck with that. And I'm like, you all are just truly shitty people. And like as soon as I get back, I'm gonna be focused on finding a new place to move into and talk to a lawyer so that I can just get all of that behind me and done with. But the other thing that like I've been focused on more, that's been just rolling around in my head, is the other day a friend of mine from high school posted this thing about like how some kid she was working with or whatever, like there was this one girl who was pretty much singled out because she was into stuff that the rest of the group really wasn't into. And it reminded me of my experiences growing up, and just like all the crazy shit that I thought just from being a kid, thinking about my future. Like I remember there was one point in time where I didn't even think I was going to be 21. Like I wouldn't make it to 21. And then like I remember like just thinking like, okay, what the hell is my life going to be as I'm like 25, 30, so on and so forth. And like I just turned 26, and like I had this big thing in my head like, okay, well, just think of the first 25 years of your life and everything that you've been able to accomplish. Like literally coming from nothing, just a thought, growing up, being a kid, being a teenager, becoming an adult, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. And what I ultimately landed on was like, I've had a lot of crazy experiences, a lot of good experiences, a lot of bad experiences. And like out of all of that, like you feel like this crazy sense of like little self-worth when like you're not meeting certain expectations of society. Like that's how I felt. Like fucking being the kid who was into different shit growing up, got bullied a lot. Like I wasn't into sports, I wasn't into the same music as everybody else, and like I was just that kid like that was always pushed off to the side. And even as I continue to grow up, like after high school, like I wanted to go to college, and I still want to go to college, just not because I want the degree and everything, but just because I want the specific training in a certain field. But like so much shit has just kept me, like it's just made it really, really difficult to go. Like I don't know if I mentioned it in a video before, but like after high school, no, I didn't mention it before. Like I'm just a bunch of crazy shit happened. Like At first, I told my mom that I wanted to take a year off from school, and then she was like, no, like, if you're going to live in my house, you have to go to school. So, like, she kicked me out for a few days, and ultimately I came back and I applied to like 2 or 3 schools, and I actually got into one of the schools I really wanted to get into, but it was just ridiculously expensive. So I ended up going to University of Maryland Eastern Shore, and then some other bullshit came up that made it so that I couldn't continue going there anymore. Just like issues with taxes and FAFSA. And even now, I still owe them money, and like I can't really just go back to school. And then, like, I was like, all right, when I turn 24, I'll be able to deal with my own taxes and everything, and I'll be set. I can just fill out my FAFSA and go. But then, like, working as an independent contractor really changes things up, and like, shit, I make what, $15,000 a year from one job, and then everything else are just the side jobs that I'll go out and do. And like, fuck, surviving in DC on $15,000 a year is fucking insane. Like, I still don't even know how I managed to pull this shit off sometimes, but I've been able to make it so far. And I've been through all of this ridiculous and crazy shit. But number one, I'm alive. And two, I've been able to continue living. Not just like this sad, miserable, fucked up life, but I've actually been able to find a way to continue living like a lifestyle that I'm, at the end of the day, really at peace with. Like, I teach kids how to skate. Like, when I was 8 years old, when I first started skating, if someone had told me, like, dude, you know, like 17, 18 years from now, you can actually make a living supporting yourself by doing this, I never would have believed him. But, like, getting into photography, like, since I've been here and I've worked on my website, you guys, please go check it out, urbanroll.org. Just working on it, not really trying to show it to people, but then people asking like, oh, what do you do? Like, what are you doing right now? Like, they've seen it and they're like, oh, wow, I really like your photos. I really like your site. I'm going to follow you and check it out. Like, just getting to the point where, like, all the things that I'm doing are actually more meaningful, not just to me, because I wouldn't do it if it didn't mean anything to me, but also, like, seeing that other people are interested and glad to see, like, the shit that I create and put out there. Like, that really just makes me feel like it helps with my self-worth. And you shouldn't have to worry about or think about others when it comes to what you consider yourself to be worth in the rest of society or just in the world in general. But at the same time, like, that support is extremely important, because I'm an introvert. We process a lot of things internally. So we need something, some indicator from the outside that's like, okay, well, what we're doing is working. We should continue on the path that we're doing. Excuse me. And just being here, making it here, has really just helped me so much. Like, fuck, I don't know how long I've been dealing with depression. Like, I've had so many fucked up thoughts, so many just fucked up experiences and moments where I really didn't feel like I needed to keep going on and doing anything else. Where I was like, you know what, let me just settle with a shitty lifestyle, a shitty experience that I'm not really enjoying, so that I can afford to, live to the standard of the area that I'm in. Like, I know that if I decided to pursue the path, I could have gone into the military. I could do really well in the military. And then I know that I could do it. I know that if I went to school for, if I went to school for anything and just said, this is what I'm going to do, I know I could do it. But at the same time, like, so many of those things, like, just with my experiences with it leads to a lifestyle that I don't enjoy, that I wouldn't enjoy, where I would, like, yeah, I'd make money, I'd be pretty stable, but at the same time, like, I'd get up each day and I'd fucking hate every moment of it. But now I'm in a pretty comfortable spot, and I just want to use all the experiences that I've been through to help show other people that, like, it's possible. It's possible to break from the standards and create a life for yourself that's not only sustainable but enjoyable. I don't know, it's tough, but hey, tiny little dog walking by. But yeah, I don't know, just a lot on my mind. Like, part of me has really been stuck on this idea of, like, yeah, I can stay in Japan. I can go talk to some people, like, use, like, the temporary visa status to make some connections, get a job as an English tutor, like, fly out of the country, fly back, and then actually start working, making some money, and then find my own little spot to just chill out here and never have to return to the States. Like, I know that's a possibility for me, but at the same time, like, there's part of me that's just set on coming back to the States and really, like, working on some of the crazy shit that I have to work on. Like I said, the stuff with the apartment, gonna come back, deal with that. Don't really want to, but it's one of those things that's like, let me not just run away from this problem. It's difficult, but not impossible. But also, I'm really looking forward to start up this next season of inline skating with the kids, because, fuck. I got to meet Eito Yasutoko. I got to meet Takeshi Yasutoko. I got to meet their father. I got to see the skate park that they own. I got to, like, learn about, like, he teaches. Like, I got to watch one of his class where he was teaching a father and son inline skating, and I was like, wow, like, this is something that still exists. This is still something that can make a comeback, and other people can get the experience, like, what I experienced. Like, seeing, like, the kid learn how to skate, like, he was falling a lot, but at the same time, like, I saw that smile on his face where he was really getting to enjoy it. And it's like, this is what I want to do. Like, it's hard. I'm not going to get rich off of it. But at the same time, like, it's worth it. Like, my big thing is, like, I don't know. I guess it's just a screwed up thought in the back of my head where I think, like, people look at me and they think I'm an asshole. They think I'm angry all the time, or they think I'm hateful. And that's not the case. Like, I'm just, if anything, I'm frustrated all the time because I am an INTJ. Like, I got this fucking tattoo, not because it looks cool. Like, I fucking love how it looks, but it serves as a reminder that in life, things are about the process. Like, you have to go through certain things in order to make other things happen. But at the same time, it's just, I'm frustrated with society because I'm learning how to make society better through my influence, through the things that I do. Inline skating, that's one of them. This YouTube thing, if you guys want to see how ridiculous my life gets and how I manage to tackle some, like, crazy challenges, keep watching once I get back to the States. Just let me know that it's still interesting, or if it's not interesting, tell me so that I can, like, figure out, okay, well, I don't know, just watch. If you've been watching so far, like, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Like, I seriously, I don't know, there's still this disconnect up here, and hopefully as time goes on it'll change. But I'm set. Once I go back to the States, I'm just going to stick with all this stuff that I've been doing. And honestly, like, other than, like, the part of me that wants to do it, because there's the part of me that's wanted to do it for the longest time, but I haven't always seen the support. But, like, you guys have made this trip for me. Like, yeah, the stuff that's been happening here is cool and all, but at the same time, like, just everybody, like, all the people who wish me happy birthday, all the people who've been commenting and liking my pictures and statuses and whatnot, like, you guys are what made this trip worth it. Like, I'm not used to that. Like, that's not an everyday thing for me, and a big part of that is my fault. Like, I'm just so used to the daily routine and doing just the shit that needs to be done to get through the day, and that, like, I look at it and I'm like, okay, this is nothing special, so I don't share it, I don't post about it. But now I'm making a commitment. I'm making the promise to myself and everybody else that I'll continue to share the experience, because that's really how we make the world better. We share our experiences, we learn from each other, and we figure out how to get through a bunch of these crazy problems that exist. But I don't know. There's still a whole bunch of shit running through my head. I need to get back in here and do some more work on my website. Like, that's another thing. So, I'm a photographer, and anybody else who's really into photography, you guys know how expensive it gets. And the fact that I've been able to buy a camera and buy new lenses and everything, like I said, damn, I pulled off some pretty crazy shit. Like, I pulled some late hours, I pulled a bunch of side jobs with people who don't like paying for computer services. That's why I really never want to do that shit again. But, like, it takes a lot. And people have supported me in the past, but personally, I hate the idea of, like, people giving me money. That's why I never ask for any money. Like, I don't even ask for help half the time. Like, I make things ridiculously hard for myself. So, after being here and having one experience where, like, the person, like, donated to my cause and to everything that I'm doing, it's just like, okay, I need to get over this. I need to actually just go out there and ask for support. And like I said, I don't like asking for money, but what I do ask is that you at least share this video and check out what it is that I'm doing. Like, there we go. Check out Urban Roll. I'm organizing everything so that it looks better, it's more streamlined, so it's not just a clusterfuck of stuff that I throw up there. And not only share this video and check out the site, but also just take a little bit of time to go out there and see what else is going on. Like, see the other, like, creative types, the artists and stuff like that. See what they're doing and see what you can do to create them. Like, these days, the internet is a big deal. Like, sharing something means a lot. So the more visibility somebody gets, the better. Like, I don't know. I need to just shut up and continue on with my day. I need to go wash all my clothes. Like, shit. Out all last night, so I still need to take a shower for today. But I don't know. I'm about to go and go sort out the rest of my life. But I'm posting this update because I'm sick of re-recording and trying to get everything right. Because fuck it. Like, you're going to fuck up sometimes and not everything's perfect. But you learn from the process. Anyway, until next time, peace.